because of who he is to fix the intractable problems of the world?
Well, and Susan Del Percio, you too, another Republican, certainly in the past, I don't know about now, but we grew up believing that the United States, as Reagan said, was a city shining brightly on the hill for all the world to see, that we were the example to the world when it came to freedom, that our organizing principle was freedom, that we stood up against tyrants, that we learned our lesson at Munich. And yet, if you're an American whose loved one is beaten to death in North Korea, you can know this president will not stand up to a tyrant. If you know someone who was assassinated in Russia, a political opponent, or somebody that crossed Vladimir Putin's path, you know Donald Trump will take the word of Vladimir Putin over his own intel community. And of course, the Saudis, I mean, a journalist, a Washington Post journalist is killed, carved up with a bone saw while he is still alive. Donald Trump says he believes the murderer, and then his son-in-law goes over there to continue their dear, close relationship. This is not the Republican Party of our youth. It's not the America that we grew up in, where you have a president, a commander-in-chief that embraces tyrants and has utter contempt for our NATO allies and people who were elected democratically.
That's right, Joe. And the president is, one thing he does is he acts out of his own self-interest. He did not go to Hanoi representing the United States of America. He went there representing himself. He thinks that he can do these deals one-on-one. And the one thing that has just been nagging at me since we heard his comments about Otto Warmbier is, did he ever think for a moment about his parents? He took his parents and showed them around, and he used it to his own self-interest. And he was out there basically telling to Otto's parents, saying, "You're suffering." It wasn't at the hands of North Korea's leader. We put faith in. I trust him. I just can't imagine how they must feel this morning and yesterday hearing those comments, because this is a president with no humanity, with no empathy, and no decency. That's how he impacts this policies. That's how he can go and send Jared on his mission to Saudi Arabia. That's how he can continue to look people in the eye and say he's out there trying to help make America great again. He is not trying to do anything what the sort. He is trying to make himself matter and relevant, and he does it and makes this country suffer, unfortunately, not just for the days to come or the weeks to come, but for the years to come.
Well, and again, they're oldies but goldies, Mika, but really quickly, two more for Republicans who actually no longer support freedom and actually support a president who embraces tyrants. The United States remains the last best hope for a mankind plagued by tyranny and deprivation. The march of freedom and democracy will leave Marxism, Leninism on the ash heap of history, as it has left other tyrannies which stifle freedom and muzzle the self-expression of the people. That's Kim Jong-un, that's Vladimir Putin, that's MBS, that's everybody that Donald Trump embraces, everybody that he embraces worldwide.
You have to wonder why. I think we